Okay, it's about 1:40 p.m. I'm at my dad's house doing a garden tour. It's April 18th, 2022, obviously the day after Easter. Oh my gosh, I just realized tulips started blooming just now. It's the first time I noticed it. What a coincidence. Anyway, so I'm at my dad's house and it's pretty much spring here. And even though everything's doing good, even after, like, we had like almost 2 inches of snow on the, no, not up there, like up to here, probably like almost 2 inches of snow on the ground. Like, like the beginning of this week and the end of last week, it was ridiculous. And it was just snowing so hard, but it melted right away. But all the plants are okay. There's a daffodil here. Let's see. I don't think it's open yet. I'm just trying to. There's this daffodil here. Those tulips, but they're not opening. But that's the first one to bloom. Yes, where it's always that bud that always opens up first. So there's that one, and then those are the ones that have been there before I moved in, and then all that stuff. And here is the garden over here by the two honey locusts that are, you know how late they are to get their leaves. I mean, let's see where it's there. It is. Yeah. See, they got little buds on them, right? See, right there, but and there's like some part of a leaf. It's not any really much doing anything because we got quite a while, and yeah, we got quite a while, and usually they're blooming by like probably May, like something like that. But anyway, there's a lot of dandelions. But here's some of these tulips that opened up here, and then here is, trying to get my shadow out of the way, but there, right there is columbine, and then we have this tulip here. Hold on, let me get my shadow out of the way again. There we go. You can tell I'm facing north, and the sun's like shining my shadow, or making my shadow be on the north side. So north is basically that way, and then there's south. There's some trees blooming over there, as you can see. Bradford flowering pears, and I thought they're crabapple trees, but I think they're like Japanese cherry blossom trees. So there's a tree over there with some flowers. I think it's a Norway maple, and then there's a Bradford flowering pear tree over there. Those kind of stink when their flowers are done blooming. Those smell gross. They're sour and all that stuff. So anyway, I got such a gross smell. Oh, almost stepped on a paper wasp. That one made him mad. Anyway, almost stuff next to it made him mad. But anyway, just all those, a lot of dandelions. There's the columbine there, and there's those plants there that'll be blooming, and then, but the columbine is definitely spread. There's some of those plants there too, tulips, but the columbine is spread there, and it's also on this side especially. It just spread. Let me show you. There, now my shadow won't be in the way. Anyway, there's a tulip there, but anyway, there's the columbine there, and then it's like right there, and just spread a little over here too. Like even right here, there's some, and there's just some right here. So that will be like there probably by next year, the year after. So this garden will probably be really good eventually. I'm super excited. So yeah, and then let's see. Oh yeah, that's what it was. We have a Johnny Jump, and there's even a columbine right. Let's see, right there. That started somehow, but there's a Johnny Jump Up blooming right here, so that's pretty. This is an autumn blaze maple tree sapling coming from that right there, and yeah. So and then another dandelion. The ones in the grass are probably gonna die because of the weed killer. There's neighbors' bushes and stuff. They're doing good. Lilac there, and I don't know what it is. There's a lot of wasps, so I think there's like a wasp nest in there. I wonder. Oh, is that a new one, or is there just getting the dead foliage out of it? It's hard to tell. Paper wasps, probably. We have a lot of paper wasps here. A lot of them. Which, a lot of people are like, oh, you touch them and you walk by them and sting you. Oh, well, paper wasps, not really. Freaking, I hate when people do that, because paper wasps are like, not like normal wasps, but they'll sting you if you go near them. They aren't really that aggressive like people think. It's the yellow jackets and the bald-faced hornets especially that are really aggressive. Bald-faced hornets don't ever mess with. And yellow jackets are aggressive too, but freaking people are like, oh, there's a wasp, okay, I'm stinging you no matter what. Paper wasps, the only difference about paper wasps that makes people think that they'll sting you no matter what is, like, honeybees won't sting you unless you're messing with them, but they could only sting once. Paper wasps won't sting you unless you're messing with them, and they could sting like multiple times, but you have to be messing with them to do that. And then, but that's just the only difference. Like, they'll both sting you if you're messing with them, but only one of them could sting more than once, or one of them could not sting. But the paper wasps will sting more than once if you're messing with them. But anyway, I've never gotten stung by them more than once. I've only gotten stung by them once. But anyway, this is a golden privet bush, and I'll show you all the stuff over here. Here's the bushes here. There's a paper wasp that just flew out of it, and then we have a tulip there, but it's not really doing anything. I planted some black-eyed Susans. Oh, over here I planted some black-eyed Susans, but they're not popping up yet. And I planted some Sweet Williams over here, and they're not popping up either, but they should. And here's the daffodils here that are been blooming for a while, but they're gonna be done soon, I'm gonna assume. And I'll show you the side yard soon. But yeah, oh, and there I planted like 6 what is it? I always forget this. Sweet William bushes, and they haven't popped up yet, but they will. And then there's the air conditioner. And then here's this weeping cherry willow thing or whatever. It's got its flowers, so a lot of bees have been pollinating too. It's also got leaves. I'm gonna have to cut those down, sadly. There's the American elm trees, and the cottonwood poplars are finally getting their leaves, just barely. I don't know if you can see, but there's like those ones over there. I noticed there were American elms. Those aren't leaves; they're just seeds. But the ones like that are leaves because like the saplings don't have the seeds yet. But anyway, that cat bush is doing good. And let's see. There's also tulips behind there, over there, but they're not blooming yet. So maybe when they're blooming, I'll show you. But I'm not gonna go all the way back there right now. And then, yeah, and then there's the other saplings, and I guess these are called weeping yuccas, if I can remember correctly. They're cool. Douglas fir is doing good, and it has this stuff here that'll be new growth soon, hopefully. Well, probably will be. And at the top, it's getting it faster. Anyway, it seems trees do that all the time. Bunch of weeds under here, and here's the male flowering plum tree. It's got its leaves coming out, but no flowers yet. I think it'll get flowers soon. And here's the cherry Stella, the Stella cherry tree, whatever it is. I love the Stella cherry trees. I just realized there's a wasp like right there. As you can see, I stepped almost right into it. But anyway, it's got some flowers on there, and it was that tree over there, and this tree was having flowers on it. Well, it was snowing so hard, but it's doing good. So, I mean, some of the flowers don't look like they were perfect, kind of, but they're still doing good. And yeah, so that's how that's doing. Hopefully, we'll get new growth, and I'm excited, so excited. I'm trying to see what that paper wasp is up to. I'm trying to think what he's doing. But anyway. It's like 70s right here today. It's really, really wonderful and nice. It's been in the 50s and 60s, but in 40s and upper 30s for lows at night. But it's been really nice. I saw usually the sprinklers like beyond by now, but because of the drought they're not. But I saw them filling up the reservoir or whatever for the sprinkler water. So that'll probably be happening in a week or two. They'll probably be on by then. And over here, people cannot get somewhere walking to all this. A lot of tree saplings, American elm saplings. There's hollyhocks down there, tulips in there. Like there's some, let's see, right there, over there, and there. Let's see, they'll be blooming soon. Upper green spindlebush and boxwood bush, and then there's weeds in here with some tulips and hollyhocks and tulips and hollyhocks on that side. Boxwood bush, evergreen spindle, and then the tulips here, and the American elm sapling, Russian olive sapling there, and then here's oh my gosh, they're blooming even more. Here's the daffodils, like here, they're doing so good. This will be the first one with 3 blooms on them. That's nice. Let's take a good look at that. That's nice. Yep. And then evergreen spindle and bushes from the front, and it's a flagpole and all that stuff. So that's about it. And this grass is looking kind of But the grass is greener than it was, I think, the last time I did this garden tour. Some parts like this still want to be yellow or dormy, but it's coming out of it for sure, so that's good. I'm excited, and spring's here, and I'm happy. Hopefully no more stupid snow, unless we're like, you know, could have happened in the winter, but we got some. But no, I decided to be crazy in the spring. But anyway, yeah, that's our garden, and I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll keep y'all updated.